Hi Brennan.
Hello.
So right now we are at the mall at Millennia. I have my laptop with me because the other day I was editing and I spilled wine all over it. So I'm taking it to the Apple store. I have a scheduled appointment with them right now. Hopefully they can fix it, and then we're gonna have some dinner tonight at the mall.
At the mall.
So the last time we were here was when it was Christmas time when Santa was here. So I'm kind of excited to see how it's different because it's been kind of a long time. Hi, so I just got out of the Apple store. Brennan actually went to Bath & Body Works while I was in there. I was in there an entire hour getting diagnostics run on my computer because the battery doesn't work. And I did spill wine on it last week, but they kind of took the back off of it and they determined that it wasn't any kind of like a water damage or anything like that, and it could just be a dead battery, but I won't know until I come back in a few days and get a new battery put in there. So still trying to figure it out, but at least I know that my computer is 100% done and dead, because it does still work when I keep it plugged into a power source, but we'll figure it out. The chronicles continue, but now we're gonna go get some dinner.
Yes.
Brennan gets so embarrassed when we vlog in public.
We're vlogging so publicly right now. I'm so embarrassed.
So now I just have to come back in a few days after they send me an email saying that the battery is here, because I have kind of an older computer, so they have to get a battery. But one of the, I guess one of the good things, one of the silver linings is that I have an old enough computer that I can actually get the battery replaced in the store. A lot of the newer Macs, you have to send the computer off because it's actually glued inside. Wow, look at this. This is where Santa used to be, and now it's this giant open area. All right, but now we are on the second floor at the food courts to get some dinner. And for dinner, we actually had to come over here to the California Pizza Kitchen because the last time that we came to the mall, we did a donation. I think it was through the Arnold Palmer Hospital, where we got this little, it's hard to hold this laptop, we got this gift card that we're gonna use and finally redeem a few months later and have some pizza. Are you excited, Brennan?
A little grasshopper.
Oh, it's a grasshopper. Whew. Let's go get some pizza. All right, hi Brennan. So we are inside the California Pizza Kitchen, checking out the menu here, and these are the pizzas over here. They have a lot more than just pizza, so that's pretty cool right there. But I think that I'm gonna get this barbecue chicken pizza, and then Brennan is looking at the shrimp scampi pizza, as well as the 5 cheese pizza. You know what you're gonna get?
I'm still stuck between the shrimp scampi pizza and then the 5 cheese pizza.
Get what speaks to your heart.
Maybe the 5 cheese.
So we downloaded the California Pizza Kitchen app, and as part of the rewards for that, we got a free small plate here. So we got this flatbread, this Sonoma flatbread, I think. Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
So there's chicken, onions, grapes, what kind of cheese? Parmesan?
I think just mozzarella. Oh my god, what happened there?
This is really good. All right, the pizza has arrived. Brenna got her 5 cheese, and I got my barbecue chicken, and I am so excited to delve into this. All right, so we just finished up with dinner at the California Pizza Kitchen, and we stopped by Mrs. Fields over here to get some cookies. And look at this, look what I got. It's a freaking cookie sandwich with whipped cream in the middle of it.
No, that's icing.
Oh, is it?
That's just straight up icing.
Are you serious?
I ate it.
Oh no. This is, I think, a pecan caramel fudge, I guess. And then what'd you get?
I just got a chocolate chip cookie. Those are really good. And then a sugar cookie with icing.
So you got 2 cookies, and I got this monster and this monster. Oh dear. Oh my God. That bite was like 900 calories.
That one bite was 2 cavities.
How's your cookie?
It's really good.
Is it sugary?
Yeah, I don't know why, but I've always liked the just plain sugar cookie with icing on it. I used to make these as a kid, not realizing that they're an actual cookie that people eat.
Yeah. So while I was in the Apple store, you also went to Bath & Body Works?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I'm very obsessed with the eucalyptus scents that they have there. Not necessarily for stress relief. It does make me feel just relaxed, but I love the eucalyptus line that they have. So I just bought some lotion. I bring that to work with me. And then just like another pretty scented one.
Okay.
And then I bought like the concentrated room sprays of the eucalyptus. And this is for when at night I usually have my candle burning, but then you always have to like blow it out to go to bed. So I figured blow it out and then just spray the room with this and then sleep well.
Is that what these are, these candles?
I bought one eucalyptus mint candle and then one cactus blossom candle.
Ooh, cactus blossom.
It's actually really pretty and really subtle. It's not like perfumey or anything. And that's my haul.
Alright, so that was our quick trip to the Mall of Millennia to try to get my computer fixed. I'm gonna have to come back anyway in a couple days, so I'm just gonna, I guess, segue from this video into that video, so this isn't the end of the video yet. We had a good time getting to get some, I don't know, pizza and some cookies. We're gonna get some Bath & Body Works. It was a good day, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know if you're gonna be with me next time that I come back to try to get this resolved and fixed, but we'll see. But yeah, see you guys in just a second. Hi, so fast forward literally a week, I'm back at the mall right here with my computer. My replacement part, my new battery came in, and I've been having kind of some more issues in addition to the battery recently, but maybe this new battery will fix them. I don't know yet, I'll get into that later, but right now I'm gonna head inside into the Apple Store and just see what they can do. So it's a holiday weekend that I'm here right now, and I thought it would be a little bit busier than it is, but the Apple Store is right there, so I'm gonna go and take this inside and hopefully they can fix my issues. I really hope so. So I actually take it back. It's pretty busy in here comparatively to the rest of the mall, but I guess it is the Apple Store, so it's always pretty busy. I'm sitting here at this table by myself. Currently, there were a lot of other people here earlier, but I've been here for about 45 minutes just kind of waiting to talk to somebody, but hopefully I can get this figured out super soon and get my computer back. Alright, so I just dropped off my laptop. I just have my case currently, and that was probably the wildest experience I've had at an Apple Store. I actually feel really embarrassed right now because I got really kind of hated in there because I was kind of given the runaround a couple times, which I didn't really appreciate. But I made it in, I dropped it off, and I'm good to go. I'm kind of tempted to stop up at the food court over there because I am starving, but I need to be saving a little bit of money for this repair, hopefully. So I think I'm just gonna go home and have some dinner, and I thought this would be kind of the end of this video, but it's not because I didn't get my computer fixed. I just dropped it off to get repaired, which could take about a week. But even that experience was just, it was a nightmare. So I was gonna head out and go make dinner at my place, but I think I'm gonna come downstairs and kind of tell my story up to this point so far. Alright, this is a little better, sitting on a couch now. So I forget, I guess, what I said in the first part of this video, which was a week ago, about kind of the problem, the diagnostic, and then the solution, I guess, that I'm still kind of dealing with in this middle part of the video now, because I thought I was gonna get a solution, but apparently not. But essentially my laptop stopped turning on. Well, it turned on, but only when it was plugged into the power adapter into a power source. So it would not run on its own battery power, which was definitely an issue. You know, you need to use a laptop, you need to be able to kind of move around with it and not kind of leave it tethered to a power source. So it was still working, but that battery issue was a really big issue. So after trying to troubleshoot it, I've been talking with Apple support a lot these past couple of weeks, and I made an appointment to come into an Apple store. And if you don't know really much anything about Macs, or if you do use a Mac and you come to an Apple store, you have to have an appointment like a week in advance just to be able to talk with a tech support person, a genius at the Genius Bar at an Apple store. So I came in, I got this whole thing troubleshooted. We condensed it down to a certain amount of problems, and it seemed like it was just going to be a battery replacement. They opened it up, they didn't see any water damage, so they didn't say that it was attributed to the wine issue, and that it could just be a bad timed battery issue. And so I made an appointment to come back to turn in the computer and get it switched out with a new battery to kind of see if that was going to work. And I got an email a couple days ago saying that the part was in, so I came in today, and it's been a full week since the original part of this video. I'm gonna try to keep this a little bit not too long, hopefully. I don't want to talk for like 5 minutes. So I showed up today, and I went into the store, and I checked in. They brought me back to this back table, and then I waited for about 50 minutes, and nobody showed up, which kind of stinks. So I went back over and I checked in again. They brought me back to kind of the same table, the same area, and I waited again. Somebody came up and they started helping me, and then they looked at the serial number on the back of this computer. They said, this doesn't match up, so we're not going to be able to help you, but we can schedule you a new appointment at the Apple Store in 5+ days. And I was like, what are you talking about? This is my computer. I brought it in. Like, these are the diagnostics. This is what he said. Like, and they're like, nope, sorry, this computer belongs to somebody named Brian, and this serial number doesn't match up, so we can't help you. And I was like, I've been dealing with this for 3 weeks, and this is when I got really like embarrassingly hot-headed for me, because I really don't like to do that. I don't like to be like, now listen here, you know, wagging your finger, I'm gonna talk to the manager about this. And I didn't even get like that, honestly, that hot-headed, but it was just the most inconvenient thing because it's such a burden and an annoyance to come all the way out to the mall to go to the Apple store because it's so difficult to deal with, you know, those issues and all those kinds of things. So I didn't know what to do. They dug their heels in and they're like, we're not going to be able to help you because the serial number does not match up. And I left. I was just so mad. I walked out of the store and I started like pacing because I was like, what just happened? How this, my battery part is there, but it's not under my name, it's not under my serial number. What's happening? And what it ended up being, and I thought about this as I was almost like leaving the mall just out of just like frustration. Like you can see my hair is just all sorts of crazy right now just because I'm doing this. The Mac that I bought is a refurbished Mac that I got from eBay about 2 years ago, and I guess the bottom part of the Mac was refurbished and swapped out for a different Mac, so the serial number on the bottom of the Mac does not match up with the one on the computer when you log in and when you look under like the About My Mac part of the computer. This is getting really lengthy and I'm sorry about that, but so essentially I was able to turn on the computer using like a cord because I couldn't turn it on normally. And I was able to verify that like this serial number does match with the one that I was emailed, so the part is mine that I do need to be replaced. And I just had to go through all this red tape for me to just drop off my computer. And I thought it was going to be a job that I could kind of drop off and go have dinner, come back in an hour and be good to go. But nope, I have to wait a full week, allegedly. So we'll see how long it takes. It could be before that, but I don't know. At this point, I don't know. You know, when you have like a technical issue, kind of all you think about is that technical issue and trying to troubleshoot it and fix it. And so I've left my computer at the Mac store, so hopefully I can even get it back at this point. If I come back and I have the same problem that your name's not Ryan and this isn't your serial number, so goodbye, then maybe I won't have a Mac anymore. But hopefully I will. So if there's been kind of like a lag in videos recently, it's because I've had major computer problems. Something that could be attributed to the battery issue is that I've also had an issue like my computer's been kind of restarting on me. It's been going to this login screen when I've been in the middle of like rendering out a video, and if you have a Creative Cloud or a high RAM using software like that, it can't be interrupted. And so every time I would like render a video, so every video that I put out like the past, I don't even know however many videos that I put out recently, every single one of those took about 5 attempts to render it out, and that's been annoying. I've had to babysit my computer during all these renderings. I haven't been able to leave it for more than 15 minutes because if I leave it, it'll go to this screensaver and then it'll kind of boot me out. It'll have me log back in, and then this whole process. And I've told my computer, I've told it in many different facets to not go to a screensaver, to not turn off, to not log up, to not shut down, to not restart without like my authorization. And I've troubleshooted this. I've talked to Apple support, I think 4 times a day about this issue. You know, then another issue I've been having is the fan won't even turn on. So because the fan doesn't turn on, the battery, because the fan doesn't turn on, the computer heats up, and because it heats up, the computer kind of thinks it's in danger. It gets really hot. So maybe like I don't know, like a small render project that would normally take not that long because the fan will be running is taking a very long time. So just all these things are starting to stack up and add on top of each other. I think at this point, it's just the battery. If I can get a new battery and if it works, then I think maybe the computer will stop kind of protecting itself. The fan will work when it's supposed to, because I've also downloaded software and applications that force the fan to turn on. So I know the fan is working, and I've run diagnostics on the computer, but the software and everything is working fine, except the battery. So if I can get a new battery, the fan will work, the exports will work, it'll stop logging me out, I'll stop having computer problems, and I can finally figure this out. I can finally get this computer under my name, which is what the guy was trying to help me do, but he said just in case, we're gonna keep this other name, Ryan, on there. So I've been talking for 7 minutes, oh my god. I'm sorry. Alright, I think I'm gonna go and end this here and kind of just jump to maybe whenever I get the computer back, if there's an improvement or if there's not, and I just have to ditch this computer, get a new one. I don't know, but this is where I am right now. I've been really frustrated tonight, especially just sitting there an hour waiting for somebody to help me when nobody was going to come to help me, and I had to kind of go and check myself in a second time, and then they wouldn't take the computer because the serial number wouldn't match up, and then I had to leave and I had to check it a third time, and then and only then was I able to kind of get the right person at the right time to verify something for me so that I could just drop off my laptop for a computer part that was already there for me. So I'll see you in a little bit, I guess. Wish me luck. Hi there. So I am so sorry about that incredibly unnecessarily long clip of me just kind of complaining about my situation yesterday. I am back at the mall at Millennia today to pick up my computer. Now, I've already been on the phone with Apple a couple times today and they could not fix the battery. So I'm just coming to pick up my computer and just to take it home. This computer, as far as I know, is done. So I've processed this, so I'm not gonna be as complainy and whiny in this part of the video, but this will at least kind of give me some closure for this video and I can finally edit it and move on. You know the mall at Millennia here in Orlando, it's actually very beautiful and I wish it wasn't as much of a pain to kind of get over here in this part of town because it is kind of hard to get to, because it is beautiful and I wish I could spend some more time here. I tell you what, I've gotten very, I guess, comfortable with the layout of this mall as well. I came here for a phone problem to the Apple store a while ago and that took me a couple days to kind of remedy as well. I guess if you have an issue that you need to come to the Apple store to kind of get figured out, it does definitely take a little bit of time. But here I am at the Apple store. It looks pretty busy inside. Wish me luck. All right, and contrary to yesterday's experience, that was the quickest and most efficient experience I've ever had in the Apple store. So that's good. I got my laptop back and it doesn't work, but you know what, that's okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just take the little victory that I have, that I got my laptop back in whatever condition that it's in, and just finally leave the mall and just go home. And you know, I say that because I think deep down I knew that I wasn't gonna be able to get this fixed. I should have just assumed that it was gonna be a logic board issue that was gonna cost a lot more to fix than this computer is actually worth. I just wanted to be optimistic that it was the battery or some other hardware attribute that could have been fixed, you know. But after talking to Apple support multiple times a day the past 3 weeks, just trying to figure out what I could troubleshoot to try to fix this and just not being able to, I should have just known. But I wanted to be optimistic up until the very end, and I'm sorry that clip yesterday got really unnecessarily long and kind of whiny. I don't like to be that negative on this channel, but I guess some of it kind of seeps in here and there when I've been dealing with something for a while. So this whole video is why I haven't been able to kind of put out a video recently, and I said this yesterday. I don't even know what I have and haven't said kind of anymore because it's all blended together into this experience. But I'm trying, you know, and this is still usable technically. I just have issues rendering it, videos and exporting things and projects and stuff, and I have a desktop computer that I'm fortunate enough to have both computers, but just, you know, I really wanted this to work for me, and I guess not. Okay, and after a stop at Taco Bell to drown my sorrows in burritos, as one does, I've made it back home to my apartment. I don't know how good I've been at communicating the chronology of this video. The first part of this video was over a week ago, the middle part was yesterday, and then today is today. But for you, this is going to be the most recent video that you've seen on my channel, although I've done, as of right now, I've done a lot of videos in between the first part of this video and right now. I try to be very specific about the chronology of the videos that I put out on this channel. I'm kind of particular about that, but so it's going to be a weird video and it's going to be kind of hard to, I guess, escape that. But yesterday when I turned to my laptop, they said it could take a week to repair it, and they actually knew that they weren't going to be able to repair it like 2 hours after I turned it in, but I wasn't able to make it out until today to go and pick it up. So that's what I'm dealing with. I'm gonna try not to talk for like 7 minutes to kind of wrap this video up, but my computer does turn on. Let me kind of show you over here. There's my laptop right there, but it has to remain plugged in, and then every time that I guess I do any kind of a high RAM requiring application, or I leave it unattended or something like that, it's gonna log me out. It's gonna disrupt what I'm trying to do. So it's a usable computer in that aspect, I guess. If there's something wrong with the logic board, whatever that they said that the problem ended up being, it doesn't sound like it's going to be something that I want to deal with for much longer, and I should probably just get a new laptop. I got this laptop, I guess it was refurbished. I got it on eBay like 2 years ago, and you know, and I guess the fact that it was refurbished ended up leading to the problems that I had yesterday. And I even only got it refurbished in the first place so that I could use, you know, Adobe Creative Cloud on this computer, and I could kind of move projects back and forth between this computer and then my larger Mac that I have on my desk. And how I'm able to kind of put out a lot of videos on this channel is because I use that computer, you know, in kind of like my off time when I'm not really doing something, and I try to be as strategic as possible when doing that so that I free open my nights and I free my weekends so that I can go and do stuff with Brennan, with my brothers and then my family when they come into town and stuff. And I just, you know, and it gets hard. And I realized that I kind of use that computer a lot as like a crutch in that aspect. But I got a good use out of it for the time that I did use it, and it's not dead yet. I've backed it up, so I've got all my stuff off of it, which that was something I was really actually worried about. So I'm just gonna use it until I can, or I'm gonna use it until I get a new laptop, which I'm very impatient with this kind of stuff, so I might just snap my fingers and try to get one, or try to do some sort of like a payment plan to get a new laptop, because a brand new MacBook Pro, that is not cheap. So we'll see with that. So that's my experience with my laptop, you know? It didn't work, and then it got worse, and then I took it in, and then everything was confusing because of a serial number issue, and then they couldn't fix it, and I could have, I forget if I said this, where they could have kind of like sent it off to like a depot to kind of see what they could do to it, but they had kind of like tiered pricings for that. So like the cheapest that it would have been like the mid $400 just to potentially repair a logic board problem with the laptop, even if that is like the problem. So I opted out of that, and I just went to go pick it up because, you know, I don't want to pay more to fix it than the computer's probably worth at this point. And I'm sorry if I've repeated myself like a lot in this video, but over the span of like a week just filming this, and then the 3 weeks that this kind of problem has been going on, it's been one, you know? And if you've watched this whole video, just me really complaining about my laptop for I don't even know how long this video is gonna be, then thank you. But I guess it's just time to just kind of keep moving forward, to start editing some videos, whether it's on this computer or my desktop Mac. I may kind of run in there and just kind of start editing on that computer, just so it's a little bit kind of faster and I can start pumping out some videos. And Roy, I do apologize for you having to edit this in the future. I really do talk too much. So the videos might take like a little bit of time as I try to like figure this out, but ultimately, thanks for hanging out with me, and cheers to the future, right? Computer problems and all. Have a good day.